So good morning, welcome back, or welcome to Yoga with Ciara. So it's a Twisty, Flowy, Standy, Balancy. I love these names. I love them. And then, can you put your shoes on without support? I in my head, I was like, of course I can, of course I can. I was standing near the cupboard and my elbow kept coming out to balance me off the cupboard. Music is still on. My elbow kept coming out to balance me off the cupboard. So I'm going to practice that. Standing on one foot, put your shoes on, and socks and shoes, and they're on the floor in front of you. So good luck. Keep trying out these different things. I'm really enjoying, I'm squatting, doing different things, standing barefoot, putting my shoes on. It's really nice thinking about this movement stuff during the day and feeling my wellness in it. It's a very like a potent or a vigorous statement of wellness to say, well, I can stand on one foot and do that, or I can park further away. It's really subtle in my head, but I feel really engaged and dynamic in my life as a result, rather than passive and looking for the easiest way around things. I like it. Tell me how you feel about it. So we're going to start in child's pose. Twisty, flowy, standy, balancy. Let's see where we go. Come. So starting in child's pose. Resting down. And just wiggle a little bit from side to side, like you push your rib cage from side to side. Just have that sense of belly moving one way, rib cage and belly, rib cage and belly. And just bring your elbows underneath your shoulders so you're a little bit more up. And then just kind of wiggle into your spine like you were just checking out, how does my rib cage move? And so I'm rocking my head as far to the right as I can and my head to the left as far as I can. And doing a cat pose kind of thing. And just wiggle, feel, sense. Nice. Bring your hands to the floor, knees to the floor, rounding your back, cat pose. Arching. Rounding. Arching. Rounding. And arching. So there's today we're going to be coming up off the floor as we do our standy, twisty, balancy stuff. So we'll be working on that at some stage during later on. But first off, bring your left hand into the middle and draw your right elbow back into lawnmower. And then reach your right hand as far forward as you can. And then pull your right elbow back, lawnmower, Forward, back, and forward. Cool. Other side. Right hand into the middle. Pull your left elbow back. Lawnmower. Forward, back, forward. Pull it back and forward. Nice. Similar but different. Both hands to the floor. And now take your right hand and bring it under your armpit and bring your right shoulder down towards the floor. And just breathe into the back of your body, back of your hips. Nice. Change. Take your left hand, dive it underneath the right armpit, left shoulder to the floor, and just breathe there. Nice. The hand come back to center. Take your right foot and bring it to the outside of your right hand. Bend your knee. And if straightening your leg isn't a possibility there, then walk your hands a little bit further back towards the left. And just walk or bend your knee forward and straighten your leg back. If having your hands beside your foot is possible, then do. But your hamstrings will decide where you put your hands. So just find, where do I put my hands and where can I move as I do this? Nice. So rocking forward, bring your right hand to your right knee, twist towards the right. So I'm pushing my right hand deeply down into my knee and I'm turning my chest towards the right. I have that moment like a bit like the Sean moment, looking for something. And as I look, I lengthen my spine. Pull your right elbow back, reach your hand in the air. Hello. I got the most beautiful text the other day. One of the yogis, she said that she had stopped for a while and she had come back to do yoga with me again. And she said, "Oh, I didn't find Mary or I didn't find Sean, but I found me." So beautiful. So you're twisting. Your right hand is in the air. If for any reason you don't want to lift your right hand in the air, then just bring your right hand to your hip. Remember to adapt with your shoulders. Bring your right hand to your hip, rising up. Bring your left hand to your right knee. And I'm still twisting. The same twist is in my chest. And I'm pulling. I feel this pull on the side of my right thigh, right knee with my hand. And as I pull, I can draw my right shoulder back further and further. Breathing into it. Nice. Bring your left elbow to your right thigh, and then maybe bring your left elbow to the outside of your knee, and just pause there. Again, you're using your elbow as a lever a little bit, and you're pulling your right shoulder back. You can bring your right hand around the back of you. You can point your right hand backwards. You can look backwards if you wish. Nice. Both hands to the floor. Step back. Come into your child's pose. Nice. Other side. So bring both hands forward. Step your left foot to the outside of your left hand. Draw your knee forward. Straighten out through the front leg. So again, if that's not possible with your hand near your foot, walk your hands over towards the right as far as you need to. Find the sweet spot. My hamstrings, they're really open. So I don't have that understanding as to how to adapt because it's available to me in the full range. But it's always that interesting thing of how do I do what Ciara's doing, my version of it based on how my body is, how it's feeling today, how it moves in general. Nice. One more time. Super cool. So bend your left knee so its foot is flat on the floor. Bring your left hand to your left knee and then lengthen through your spine and feel like you're looking towards the left with your eyes. Have a sense of engagement into your eyebrows, the length of your spine. And then pull your elbow back, dial in your twist. So pull your elbow back and then reach your left hand up towards the ceiling. Feel the twist in your torso as well as your arms. Remembering you can do this in a chair. Find your version of this. There's no expectation. You can have your hands down. Really feel that you can be you. Bend your elbow, bring your hand to your hip, rising up. Bring your right hand to the outside of the left knee, twisting deeply towards the left. And so I really feel this spiraling force, the torsion of my torso, as I try and draw that left elbow back more and more towards the right. And as I pull on the outside of the left knee, I'm bending that front knee a little bit more, just to keep an anchor through the front. Nice. Bring your forearm to your knee. Pause. Can you breathe deeply in this pose? I heard this quote the other day, unless you can breathe deeply into a pose, you don't own the pose. It made me think. I was like, oh, what an interesting concept. I'm not saying that it's true. It's interesting to think about. Bring your right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Can you own this pose? Can you deepen your breath into your belly? You can reach your hand back if you wish. You can bring your hand around the back of your body if you wish. Nice. Both hands to the floor. Push back. Push back into your downward dog. Just have a sense of bending one knee, bending the other knee. How is it to be in your body in this moment, in this class? What's the speed of you, the sense of you, the feeling tones of you? Are you attending to your body as you move? Bend your knees, straighten your legs. Bend your knees, straighten your legs. So we're going to do a thing, and it's going to become a theme over the next while. So bend both knees, and then turn your toes like windscreen wipers towards the right, and then drop your left bum to the floor. And when you sit up, you're kind of in sandwich right now. Okay, so sandwich is where one foot's flat on the floor and the other knee is bent. Okay? Both hands back to the floor, push back into your downward dog or your cat. You can do this from cat as well. Just hop your knees over towards the left, or if you're in your downward dog, windscreen your toes towards the left, and then drop your right bum down. So end up with all the weight on the right buttock, with the left foot standing. Sandwich to the, I wonder what that is. Maybe that would be sandwich to the right, because your right bum is down. Come all the way back up. So do that a few times. Turn your toes, drop your bum, sandwich to the left. Your left bum is the heaviest. Come back up. Turn your toes to the left. Drop your bum down. Right bum is heaviest, so we did turn to the left though, even though it's the right bum that's down. This is where I get confused. Anyways, I come all the way back up. Lengthen, pause. So I'm going to share that podcast that I listened to about movement up on my Facebook group and up on Nother. Or if you're not on any of those, then just text me and I'll send it to you. Yesterday I stood on a nail, really deeply stood on a nail. I was carrying a very heavy weight and I stood full whack down on a very big rusty screw actually. And so I spent the day really tending to and moving my foot. It's amazing how movement really feels like the most important thing for my foot now. It's incredible. And I learned that in that podcast. It was a very cool podcast. So walk your feet forward, slowly rolling up. Reach your arms wide, palms come together. Palms come to rest in front of your chest. So balance. So have a wall beside you with just your fingers close to it if you want, or do it in the middle of the room. So just lift your right foot off the floor. So perhaps you feel very stable on the right side. If you do, then start moving your arms. If you don't, then let your toes touch the floor. Let your hand hold the wall. See, can you reach to the left? Can you reach to the right? Forwards. Backwards. So always adding a little bit of complexity to what you're doing. Can you move while standing on the left foot? Or what is your level of expertise with standing on your left foot? Great. That's the one I stuck on the nail yesterday, so I'm really proud of it. It's doing amazing. So left foot lifts. Check it out. How's your balance? And then begin to maybe move your arms, or maybe lift your finger off the wall or lift your toe off the wall. Find your level of intensity or complexity. I'm going to reach to the right. I'm going to reach to the left. Forwards. Wow. And backwards. So cool. Nice. Come back to the first foot, left foot. Now you're going to close your eyes. So when you close your eyes, I've been doing it a lot since I listened to this podcast. For me, it's like I have to embody into the whole of me suddenly. Usually I can get away with there being patches and places missing when I have my eyes open, because my eyes take over the sense of space for me. But if I close my eyes and try and balance, suddenly I need to be totally in my proprioception, really deeply in my interoception, really full into my sense of weight and texture and volume. And it's like, whew, straight in. Nice. Other foot. If you stand on one foot, close your eyes. So have your toe on the wall, have your hands on the wall, hold on to a chair. Find your level of support that meets your edge of ability with your eyes closed. So even since yesterday, this has really changed for me. Yesterday, I was really falling over very fast. And now I can hold it for almost 20 minutes. An hour, no, 20 seconds. Nice, cool. Super, guys. So we're going to incorporate more balance because it's so important for just everything. So stand to the front of your mat. Reach your arms wide, reaching up, looking up. Bending your elbows, come all the way down. Step your right foot back. Turn your back foot at a 45-degree angle. Bring your left hand to your left knee, rising up with the right hand, and sweep the right hand back as you reach the left hand up towards the ceiling. Nice. Windmill your arms down so that your left hand rests somewhere on the left hip and your right hand comes to the floor. Nice. Use your knee to come up or rising up, windmill up. Left hand rises, right hand down, and windmill down. Remember, you can use your knee on your hand to take the weight out of the effort out of your hip. And again, one more time. Rising up, reaching, and then coming down. So your right hand is down on the floor. Turn your toes towards the right side of your mat, and you're kind of in water whooshing. So keep your right hand where it is. Bring your left hand to your knee, and just bend one knee, and then bend the other knee. And you'll notice that your body twists as you do this. Wherever your hand is perfect. Bending one knee, bending the other knee. One knee, the other knee. One more time. Bending. Maybe both hands down is nice. See, maybe a hand on your knee is better. See what you need. Cool. Turn your toes forward. Step forward. Slowly rolling up. Pause. Reach your arms wide, bring your palms together. Bending your elbows, bending your knees. Step the left foot back. Turn the left foot at a 45-degree angle. Right hand to your right knee. Windmill the left hand back. Reach the right hand up. Nice. Windmill down. Right hand to your knee or right hand to your hip. See what you need. Windmill up. Right hand rises, the left hand down. One more time. All the way down. Turn your toes towards the left side of your mat. And then bend one knee. I think both hands on the floor, for me, is nicer. But you can have one hand on your knee if you wish. You can have both hands center if you wish. Just feel and sense and notice what happens to you. Super cool. So walk your hands forward and just notice how would you sit on the floor right now. So for me, I lift my left foot, I swing it down, I land on the floor and I end up into sandwich. That's my way of getting down. How do you land on the floor? How are you doing it? What's happening? Oh, sometimes I wish I could see. So great, so we're just going to twist to the right. I went left, but twist to the right. And feel like you own the pose by deepening your breath into it. Nice, other way. Yeah, so this balancing on one leg is really helping me meet my proprioception and interoception in a really powerful way that I kind of feel like I think I was missing. You know, how to map my body in space. I can feel it, but can I really feel it? So when I close my eyes and try and balance, then I really feel it. Delighted. Great, so come lie on the floor, lie on your back, all the way down. Soles of your feet together, knees apart. So the challenge, if you wish to proceed, is see if you can stand on one foot. So you have two shoes and two socks on the floor in front of you. You put your sock on, you put your shoe on, change, you put your sock on, you put your shoe on. You can put your foot on your knee. You can bring your foot straight in front of you. You can put your foot out to the side. And just see, what do you do? And is it different one side to the other? I was amazed. I was like, holy moly. Close your eyes and check in. How is it to be in your body in this moment, lying on your mat, listening to me, listening to Joseph play cello? Nice, guys. Super duper. So it's in this universe right now, in this world right now, in Ireland, it's Easter Saturday. So I hope that you have a wonderful Easter weekend. It's a long weekend. I think some people had the day off yesterday and the day off on Monday. So yeah, do something awesomely wonderful. The weather's going to be really nice, it says. So nice. So stand on one foot and learn how to put your shoes on with as little support as you need. You can, of course, use support, but try and slowly, gradually build to having less and less support. Bring awareness into these small moments where we can include more potent connection in our lives. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. So from me to you, a big hug and have a wonderful day. And yeah, thanks for joining me. It really is such a pleasure to be here. Such an awesome learning, joyful community of awesomeness. So, ciao, ciao.